In my previous video, I explained how the student council would operate and what would make them different from other students. However, I didn't say anything about the council members themselves, their names, their personalities, their relationship to Megami, etc. That's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I've mentioned this before, but all of the characters who currently exist in Yandere Simulator have the same face, and the same animations, and they react to your behavior with the exact same words. I decided that I wanted to try making each member of the student council as unique as possible, with different faces, animations, and dialogue. Yandere Simulator's current character models have a lot of limitations, so I didn't have many options, but I tried to come up with 4 faces that would be as unique as possible. And once the characters had been given distinct faces, it was very easy to imagine what kind of personalities and identities they would have. Now, I'll introduce you to each member of the student council, one by one. Kuroko Kaminaga was the school's previous student council president. She was defeated by Megami in the most recent student council election. However, Megami acknowledged that Kuroko was the second best person for the job, and offered her the role of vice president. Kuroko accepted the offer. Megami will be unable to attend school for 9 weeks because of important family business that she won't or can't provide details about. While she is gone, Megami has left Kuroko in charge of her presidential duties. This means that Kuroko will fill the role of student council president while Megami is gone. Kuroko is known for being formal at all times, which is reflected in the way she stands, walks, and speaks. Her daily routine is to visit every room in school that is not a classroom or a club room, to look for trouble and check to see if anyone requires assistance. Kuroko usually tries to resolve problems with diplomacy. For example, if 2 students are causing a disruption by arguing loudly, Kuroko will step in as a moderator and guide both parties to a peaceful and mutually beneficial resolution. There are rumors that she secretly resents Megami for winning the last student council election. However, these rumors have never been confirmed. Akane Toriyasu is the secretary of the student council. She's known for her gentle and friendly personality, and also known for being a bit of an airhead, which is why it surprised everyone when Megami appointed her to the student council. Perhaps Megami saw something in her that nobody else did. Akane's daily routine is to visit every clubroom in school, looking for problems or people who need help. Despite her gentle nature, she won't hesitate to leap into action if anyone is causing harm. As one of the most beautiful girls in school, Akane has a very large number of male admirers. If 2 boys are having a fight, and Akane is asked to stop them, she can diffuse the situation with her presence alone, because no boy would want to embarrass himself in front of her. There are rumors that her sweet, air-headed persona is just a facade, and that her real personality is something completely different. However, these rumors have never been confirmed. Aoi Ryugoku is the enforcer of the student council. This means that her job is to maintain peace throughout the school. She is a very physically imposing person, so it's no mystery why Megami chose her for this position. However, she's been known to take her job a little too seriously. There are a handful of students at school who hide one of their eyes for some personal reason, but Aoi is currently the only student who is 100% confirmed to actually be missing an eye. Aoi's daily routine is to patrol the hallways of the school. She covers every floor, including the rooftop, keeping an eye out for anyone who dares to break the rules. She prowls through the school like a hungry predator, hunting for prey. It's almost as though she's looking for a fight. Aoi has shown a preference for using physical intimidation to achieve her goals. For example, if two students are making threats towards one another, she will resolve the situation by presenting herself as an even bigger threat until both students back down. There are rumors that Aoi and Megami have been acquainted with one another for a very long time, and that Aoi's lost eye has something to do with Megami. However, these rumors have never been confirmed. Shiromi Toriyoshi is the treasurer of the student council, and almost nobody knows anything else about her. She's a peculiar and eccentric young woman whose intentions are never clear. She is known for smiling at almost every hour of the day, in every type of situation, which is unsettling to some students. Shiromi's daily routine is to patrol around the exterior of the school. She doesn't spend a lot of time indoors or around other people. Shiromi conducts her student council business in a very peculiar way. For example, if two boys are causing a disruption, Shiromi is the person who manipulated the two of them into fighting. She did this to create a distraction so that nobody would notice her digging around in a student's belongings. This is how she would investigate a rumor that a student has been stealing answer sheets from the faculty room. She would probably find a way to do all of this without anyone ever knowing she was in the room. There are rumors that Shiromi does dirty jobs for the student council, spying on students, recording their conversations, stalking them to learn their secrets. However, these rumors have never been confirmed. In real Japanese high schools, the entire population of the school votes on who will be in the student council. But in Akademi High, the student council president is the only person who has the authority to decide who will serve in the council. After Megami became the student council president, a lot of students applied to become part of the student council. However, the only candidates that were accepted were female. This led to rumors that Megami hated men, or feared men, or simply distrusted men. As with all of the other rumors swirling around the student council, nothing has been confirmed. After designing this cast of characters, I realized that they didn't look very special if they were all wearing the same uniform as everyone else. So I decided to give the student council a unique uniform. You'll be able to see them from a mile away, because they will always wear white blazers and white skirts with red trim. There's only one other thing I'd like to mention about the council. But first, I need to talk about ancient Chinese astronomy. Thousands of years ago, the people of China divided the sky into 4 regions and assigned an animal to each region: the azure dragon of the east, the black tortoise of the north, the white tiger of the west, and the vermilion bird of the south. Symbolically, and as part of spiritual and religious belief, these mythological creatures have been culturally important in China, Korea, Vietnam, and Japan. They have been known as the 4 symbols, the 4 gods, and the 4 guardians. Because the student council will play a role in protecting Megami and keeping the school safe in her absence, you might consider the 4 of them to be the guardians of the school. Once I learned about the 4 guardian deities of ancient Chinese myth, I decided that it would be a perfect theme for the student council. In the past, I didn't take character names very seriously. I was content to simply type words into Google Translate and then use the result as a name. But this resulted in some cringy-sounding names that have irritated a lot of people. I've decided to put more thought into character names from this point forward. When choosing names for the student council, I started by typing colors and animals into Google Translate. But instead of naming the characters after the words that popped out, I decided to create authentic-sounding Japanese names by altering the results I was getting from Google. In the future, I would like to use similar naming conventions to ensure that Yandere Simulator's future characters don't have cringy names. From the length of this video and the previous one, you can probably tell that I really enjoy talking about the Student Council. It was a lot of fun to design them and program them, and I hope they bring some additional challenge to the game. I still want to do some more work on them, like allowing yandere-chan to get tasks from them, and adding voiced lines for their dialogue. However, I'm also very eager to work on other things, like adding the delinquents, adding bullies, adding the guidance counselor, etc. So you may have to wait a while before seeing further additions to the Student Council. Before I end the video, there's one last thing I'd like to mention. For the past 2 years, I have held a yearly art contest on my WordPress blog. This year, there will be another art contest that will run until January 1st, and the theme is the Student Council. Visit my blog tomorrow if you'd like to hear more about it. And with that, I've covered everything I wanted to say about the Student Council. Thank you for following the development of Yandere Simulator.